Hey guys, it's David. So today I'm going to go over some quick test-taking strategies, study tips that you can use to make sure you're getting the most out of your time you spend studying for the ACT, studying for the good old SAT. First off, after you complete a section, look over the answers. Don't wait. Or if you decide to do an entire practice test, look over the answers that day, or at the very least the next day, no later. So I have some students, they take a test and then they put it away for 3 weeks, and then maybe they go back and correct their answers and they feel great, I did a test, I really accomplished something, and sure, that's better than nothing. But if you wait to correct your answers, you're also forgetting your approach to each question. So if you, let's say you get a question wrong, you go back 3 weeks later, you see, oh, I got this one wrong, I don't really remember what I did, I don't remember my strategy. I don't remember the strategy, which clearly was incorrect if you got the question incorrect. I don't remember what I did. So if you don't remember what you did wrong, it's going to be tough for you to not make that same mistake in the future. So my suggestion is, at the very least, say for the SAT, if you want rapid improvement, and it is possible, especially if you're working with a tutor or somebody to guide you throughout the process. I've worked with a lot of students, it really helps. But even if you're just working alone, try to do a section every single day, and then immediately after that section, flip to the answer section, correct your answers, figure out what you did wrong, and also why you got a question wrong. If it's fresh in your memory, if you just completed a question and you missed it, you're going to remember what your approach was, and you're going to be able to correct that and no longer make that mistake. You want to cover all the knowledge areas that are tested on these exams. You want to make sure there are no gaps. So if you're taking an incorrect approach to a question, you've got to fix that. And to do that, you've got to remember your original incorrect approach. So do a section, correct it, or maybe 1 day a week, I suggest you do an entire test. Dedicate 3 hours to it, and then later in that day you can go back and correct all your answers, figure out where you went astray, or at the very least the next day. So say you do a full practice test on Saturday, on Sunday, go over all your answers, figure out what you did wrong. But if you really want rapid improvement, you got to be working with the material every single day. So like I said, try to do a section, correct it right after, do that during the week maybe, and then maybe on the weekends before test day, you do a complete test. Time yourself so you get a feel for the time constraints you might be facing on test day. But if you're doing a practice test and say, oh, you look down at your watch, time's up, don't stop. Acknowledge this is how far I got and keep going. Like I said, you probably have some big knowledge gaps, and by not doing the last 6 questions because you ran out of time, you're depriving yourself of the ability to learn what material is covered on those 6 questions. It's not like that material is going to disappear and go away. Be aware of time. It absolutely exists on test day, but don't let it limit the amount of knowledge you absorb and the amount of mistakes that you're going to correct based on the results of your practice tests. So those are very broad tips, but also extremely important tips because they determine how you structure your time and can be applied to either the ACT or the SAT. So if this video is helpful, like it, check out the description for more great tips on college admissions and test prep, and thanks a lot for watching. I'm David.